Hello and welcome to today's October 27th second stimulus check update and second stimulus package update. Today I want to cover where we're at in regards to the stimulus negotiations. According to Nancy Pelosi, a deal can still be done this week. Whether you believe that or not, I will leave that up to you. Judge Amy Coney Barrett is sworn in as the newest Supreme Court Justice. The governor of New Hampshire recommends all members of Congress be fired. If you're a subscribed member of my community, hey, I appreciate you coming back. I've put together some research to let you know where we're at. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing right now. All right, the Senate has left Washington, D.C. Both Republican and Democrat senators have returned to their home states to campaign for the president or for their own seat. They say that they will come back as soon as Nancy Pelosi and Steve Mnuchin have a deal. I think in the Senate, in their minds, they feel like the ball is in the House of Representatives court and not theirs. I think that they feel like this is now, because of Pelosi, come down to whether the White House and Pelosi can strike a deal. I also think that the Senate probably believes, hey, we tried twice last week to pass a bill for schools and for PPP and for unemployment, and it was rejected twice. What else are we supposed to do? So they've left Washington, D.C., and they aren't scheduled to come back unless there is a need to vote on a stimulus deal until after the election. However, McConnell did say that if a deal can be struck, that he, as the leader of the Senate, will call for senators to come back. Now, just less than 2 weeks ago, CNN anchor Wolf Blitzer argued on TV with Nancy Pelosi, saying, "Take a deal for the people." Blitzer said that he drives past food lines, he sees the homeless, he sees people that are struggling. He then said, "Don't let the pursuit of the perfect deal get in the way." Well, it looks like the pursuit of the perfect deal has gotten in the way. Like, I don't know what else to say at this point. They've had the problem solvers deal, they've had the 1.8 trillion, they've had the 2.2 trillion. Like, these deals have been here, but attempting to make it perfect before you pass money seems crazy. Like Senator Thune said yesterday, let's take the things we agree on right now and get it done for the American people. It's just crazy that there is no perfect deal. There's no perfect book. There's no perfect relationship. Like, pursuing the perfect deal is what's killing this situation right now. Now, yesterday, Mnuchin and Pelosi didn't even speak about stimulus for an entire hour. It was only 52 minutes. Like, how do you get anything done on this scale, with this much magnitude, with this much writing on it, with over 100 million people? And you guys can't even talk for an hour? Come on. I mean, this is crazy. Well, then Pelosi sat down at her computer and typed out a letter to her party saying that she's optimistic a deal will get done. She's saying that it's still possible to get an agreement. Now, listen, I don't have a problem with the Republicans. I don't have a problem with the Democrats. But I'm really starting to develop bad feelings for Nancy Pelosi. I mean, this is crazy. Like, she's not budged on this $2.2 trillion number since July. And she only introduced less than 30 days ago what this is. And it's crazy to me. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe this is all Mitch McConnell's fault. Maybe this is President Trump's fault. I don't know. But right now, it just looks like, based on CNN and Fox and New York Times and Washington Post, like, I'm trying to balance it between both sides, and both sides seem to think that this is not going to happen now before the election. It's very sad. Senate Appropriation Committee Chair Richard Shelby from Alabama has told reporters in recent days that the chance of a relief deal happening before the election are slim. Republican governor of New Hampshire said regarding the 100 senators and the 435 House of Representatives that not one of them has shown leadership during this crisis. He said no one in the Senate or Congress can say they've shown leadership on the COVID crisis. What have they done since March? Like literally nothing, unquote. The governor, Sununu, asked, put it this way, would the country be better or worse off if it replaced all 535 of them today? Such a great question. He then answered his own question by saying, I think the odds say we'd probably be a little better off because you get the political nonsense out of the picture. All of the things that have just clogged the system up so badly. So he's saying, I think every congressperson fired. I think all 435 House of Representatives fired. They have not earned their position for the American people, and we would probably be better off without them. It's an interesting thing for a Republican governor to be saying. He ended his interview by saying, I think the people of America are sick and tired of nothing. Ding, ding, ding. This dude nailed it. He said, you've got to manage. You've got to move the ball forward. You've got to show leadership in something. They've done virtually nothing, he says. This is coming from a governor. Okay. Now, I could not agree more with his words and his observation. I'm just so disappointed in how this situation has been handled. They have made us, the American people, into a pawn in their poisonous political games. Andrew Yang, who ran for president, was asked, who is the one to blame for holding up the much-needed money for the American people? He diplomatically answered, the broken system of Washington, D.C. He chose not to blame an individual, but rather the way that the government looks at their own citizens. I think we have real issues with our political leaders, everybody. I think fault could be blamed on both parties. It's just very, very upsetting. This is my stimulus update for the day. As I know more, I will share more. In political news, Judge Amy Coney Barrett was confirmed 52-48 by the Senate. I know some people on this channel will be very happy and others will be very unhappy. But that is what has happened just in the last 24 hours. The election is now 8 days away. This is your chance to vote for who you want to run the country as a president, as a congressman, as a congresswoman, as a senator. This is your opportunity to vote them in or vote them out. So, and I got to be honest, I'm looking forward to the elections being over. I don't know if I'm the only one, but every 3 or 4 years, it's like the entire country becomes an anxious ball of negative energy as we seek to get a new president or new senators. I, for one, will be grateful when the election is over. Now, I know that many people that follow my channel are struggling. My heart goes out to you. I will continue to update you as there are updates. If there's not, I'm going to slow these down and focus on other areas of my channel, like smart money tips and words of encouragement. But this is my update for the day. I do not want to leave this video, though, without reminding you that you are amazing. Never tie your self-worth to the government. I appreciate you being in my community, and I'll see you on the next video.